What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the jury? Hey man, yo, today we have something special for you guys, all you avid plant lovers and people who just like to see things grow before their very eyes. It's your host with the most, Paul Plant 2, with an exclusive video on how to get plants for free 99 at like zero cost, or to barely spend a nickel and dime and get some great plants for the low. So I'm all about saving money. That's my MO. That's kind of like my passion in life, is to literally give you guys the cheat code. So if you guys would like to spruce up your living environment with some outdoor plants or indoor plants, I'm gonna show you guys the different methods that I have personally found to get plants for next to nothing and to have your whole crib looking like a damn jungle. So without further ado, guys, let's get into some of the techniques that I use to acquire some plants for next to nothing. Let's do it. All right, guys, so technique number one is to find plants literally in the garbage. Yes, there are countless times that I've driven around and found plants that people have just thrown out, and I decided, hey man, I'll just go ahead and pick them up. Not like this. This plant is not dying today. Not by any stretch of the imagination. This plant is coming home with me, and I am going to put it back into the world. Almost from death comes life.
Oh, I love trash.
Look at this. Look at this. They about to just throw out this beautiful piece of life. Nah, not on my watch, Playboy. All right, I'm gonna put this in the car. That's what I'm talking about. Plan 2, baby. Earth is my planet.
Earth is my planet.
Okay, so we got a pro tip and a little caveat to this technique. Obviously, time is valuable. Time is shmoney. So only make this at your own convenience. If you're on the way to work and you know it's trash day, why not go down a couple side streets in the neighborhood, circle the block a couple times, and you'll probably find a plant eventually. Now, I wouldn't recommend you guys just go around your entire city searching for plants on the curb, but you can do that if you guys feel inclined to do so as well. But yeah, if you're familiar with the type of plant that is cut, or just the cuttings that you see when people are pruning or trimming trees, then you can get some wood stock and grow some new plants out of that. Like, check this out, bro. You guys see these right here? These are angel trumpets, and they were grown from a branch cutting. So if you see someone's front yard with a lit tree and they just have a bunch of foliage on the curbside, you might want to check it out, because if there's some hardy branches that are green on the inside, you probably can root them and get some free trees yourself. So yeah, that's technique number one, which is the trash find. Okay, so the second technique is what I call just being opportunistic. So right now I'm driving around a really dilapidated side of town, and in a lot of abandoned buildings, there were plants that were formerly in these beds that are just out of control. I don't know what this building was, but it definitely is abandoned. But I mean, just look what is popping off next to it. I mean, there is just some beauty to be had and to behold just on the side of the road. Like, dude, these flowers are absolutely extraordinary. But this is what I'm here for, bro. Absolutely out of control. They have the wandering Jew. Now it's wandering, not wondering, aka not a contemplative person from the Old Testament, but like someone aimlessly walking around. But if you just make a cut right here, these bad boys will propagate in water, grow roots so quickly, or you guys can just literally chunk them in the ground. And what's amazing is it started in this pot, and it absolutely has taken over the ground on this side. It's growing in just leaves. So this is a prolific plant, absolutely out of control. So I'm gonna take a bunch of clippings, throw it in my bed in the front of my house, and get going with it, dude. It makes for a great house plant too. Alright guys, so I've been out here for probably 7 minutes. 7! And just look at all the plants I got, bro. And this is what I'm saying. Obviously you don't want to take stuff from like a state park or out of someone's yard without their permission. But to keep it a buck with you guys, these are relatively cheap at Lowe's, but like they're even cheaper when you just come out in nature and find it. And look, bro, I didn't even make a dent at all. So there also is this plant right here, which it doesn't seem like anyone gives a rat's ass about, but I'm gonna leave it. It just seems like it's doing well right there, so I'll let it thrive on and live on. But seriously, dude, this shit is just abandoned. I'm pretty sure if I grabbed that and walked off with it, nobody would care. But yeah, dude, there's hella plants to be had out here because obviously plants are meant to be here. All right, guys, so I just circled the block and this is another prime example. This yucca is absolutely out of control. It's like on the ground. It seems like no one gives a damn about it. And literally all you have to do is cut right here and you have like a whole new plant. Now this is a super well-established specimen, so I don't know if I'll be able to nab that dude off. But this guy on the ground, bro. All right, I'm not about to linger too long over here, but watch this. That's a whole ass plant, dude. All right, guys, so I know that's ridiculous and a lot of y'all might not be comfortable driving around the hood looking for neglected plants to cut and then to respawn some new plant life out of. But honestly, bro, I don't think that's me filming myself doing the commission of a crime or committing a crime, I guess. But like legit, that's a hazard to humanity. Like, what if you have flip-flops and one slipped off, you got out the car and just stabbed your foot on that yucca cane just like willy-nilly hanging out in the parking lot, bro? Like, that's dangerous. All right, guys, so that's option 2, is being an opportunistic hood plant hunter, okay? Now, again, do not do this at state parks, trying to be like a weirdo getting endangered species at your house. That's fucking sus. And let me tell y'all this too. You don't even have to buy pots, because people just throw them away. All right, so you guys may be wondering what I do with the plants that I just cut. This looks like a hot mess, but it's pretty simple. I'm just gonna clear out all of these vines. That was actually extremely easy. And then what I'm gonna do is actually peel back some of the leaves that are at the base. All right, so now that I peeled out the leaves from the base, I'm gonna put some rooting hormone on the end of this puppy. Look at that, some hormone right here. Can you guys see that hormone? Oh yeah. And then I just literally am gonna dump some on there. Look at that. And then you stick it in the ground. Or in my case, I'm gonna stick it in this pot that I also found in the trash. So just gonna dig a little hole and stick that dude all up in it. And then the last thing you do is just water the plant. And so there's one plant for free 99. Now as for the Wandering Jew, this is even more simple, guys. Straight up. So all you have to do with these dudes is literally throw them in water for a week and a half and they will take root like nobody's business, bruh. And yes, I use pasta sauce as the housing mechanism for all my propagations, just because I don't want to throw these jars out, dude. We can use them, man. So yeah, after a week and a half, we have all those roots and you can just throw these in dirt, the ground, or do whatever you want. All right, now one other thing you can do with these cuttings is literally get a pencil, stab a hole in the ground, and just stick these dudes in the hole and they will absolutely take over. So make sure if you put these outdoors in your yard, there is a boundary to keep these puppies in line because they will wander wherever the hell they want and take over. All right, my children, now being a good plant opportunist is by no means limited to driving around the hood and implementing my somewhat questionable technique. Bro, it can be as easy as just asking a simple question. For example, at an estate sale, I saw a giant cacti and I asked, hey, can I take a cactus pad? They of course granted me permission. So I grabbed this dude. Within a month and a half, it sprung up a whole new pad. And now I have a cactus that was absolutely free and is amazing. The same applies for other succulents that I did acquire, such as this dude right here, brothers. This was on a sidewalk by a pool in the back of this house. And I asked the owner, hey, is it all right if I grab this? Because it was just left for dead on the pavement. They of course gave me that yes. And so I did grab it, and it's grown freaking probably about 2 to 3 times as large as it previously was. And if you break off one of these suckers, you can literally create as many of these plants as you can possibly want. Now, if you're the type of person to have a heart attack at approaching strangers, look no further than the ground beneath your feet. In your own yard, patio, in between buildings, wherever plants can grow, you probably can grab one of these dudes up. For example, my front yard, an acorn was on the ground, sprung up this brand new baby oak tree. I was about to cut the grass and was like, wait, hold up. I'm gonna grab this dude, raise him for a few years, then take him to a park that's jacked up, and eventually add a tree to a place that desperately needs one. So it's as simple as that, guys. And straight up, you're just walking around your neighborhood and you see a succulent like this one. Literally, it was a third of this size, about yay high. Saw it in the driveway, grabbed it, threw it in this dirt, and now look how large it is. So yeah, guys, being an opportunist truly is a flawless way to getting plants for free, and I recommend it. All right, guys, so the third and final technique in today's video on how to get plants for free is literally so simple, and that's just acquiring them from friends and family. If someone sees that you are into plants and it's becoming a hobby, a passion, or just a way to spruce up your interior decoration skills, then they will be more than willing to give you a plant if they have a ton of them, give you a cutting or two, and let you just go ham by cloning the plants that they have. So I just want to shout out my good friend Katie. She gave me a countless amount of plants. You guys can take a glance at these slow-mo shots of some sexy ass foliage, and yeah, some plants that I got from her. Now, my friend's mom gave me some plants, my own mother gave me some plants, and likewise, if you guys have a bunch of them and you see your friends into the damn planting, then give them a plant or two, bro. It's that simple. But anyways, hopefully y'all enjoyed today's video on how to acquire plants for absolutely $0. I was gonna show you guys some really cheap techniques, but I'm gonna save that for a different video. This one is strictly the 100% free guide to getting plants. All right, so live the dream, eat that ice cream, like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, comment any methods that you guys have down below. I know some people dumpster dive behind like Home Depots, whatever the case may be. Some people take in scissors and cut in box stores. You definitely can do that. It's at your own risk, and of course, be smart and be careful whenever you're going about any relatively questionable technique to getting a plant. Anyways, I'll see y'all next time. I'm locked, I'm loaded, and I'm out. Peace.
Killing these songs, leaving a bloody life I roost to. And I'm in it to win it, so I'm somebody that you should get used to.